Hello everyone, this is Barcelona News World. The following are the headline we are going to discuss. Barcelona lineup versus Inter Milan. Predicted 11 for Champions League semi-final second leg, with Lewandowski facing fitness race. Official. Referee appointed for decisive Inter versus Barcelona UCL semi-final. Inter Milan captain giving everything to make improbable return to fitness for Champions League showdown versus Barcelona. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Following an incredible first leg, Barcelona meet Inter Milan again on Tuesday, resuming their fight for a place in this season's Champions League final. Having shared 6 goals last week, they reconvene with Inter for the second leg at San Siro, where star striker Robert Lewandowski could make a welcome comeback. Barca boss Hansi Flick has not only suggested the Polish marksman is set to return from an injury layoff, but first-choice left-back Alejandro Balde may also be past fit in time to make the bench. With Lewandowski still short of full fitness, brilliant wingers Lamine Yamal and Rafinha, who have combined for more goals than any other duo in Europe's top competition this season, are likely to support Ferran Torres up front. Rafinha has racked up 30 goals in 51 club games this season, while Yamal's 44 shots, 19 attempts on target and 78 dribbles are all the most on record by a teenager in one Champions League campaign. Flick made several changes at the weekend, prioritizing this second leg and an upcoming El Clasico clash with Real Madrid. Most notably, Marc-Andre ter Stegen made his first start for several months, but Wojciech Szczesny should regain his place between the posts. Yamal, Rafinha, Dani Olmo, Pau Cubarsí and several others will also be recalled in Milan, but right-back Jules Koundé again misses out with a hamstring problem. The latter's absence and Gerard Martin's struggles in the first leg could see Eric Garcia and Ronald Araujo drafted into the Blaugrana's back four, particularly with more height being required to combat Inter's proven prowess from corners. Barcelona possible starting lineup: Szczesny, Garcia, Araujo, Cubarsí, Martinez, De Jong, Pedri, Yamal, Olmo, Rafinha, Torres. Official. Referee appointed for decisive Inter versus Barcelona UCL semi-final. Simon Marciniak is the referee appointed for Tuesday's Champions League semi-final second leg between Inter and Barcelona at San Siro. Polish official Marciniak was appointed by UEFA to referee Tuesday's second leg of the Champions League semi-final between Inter and Barcelona. Marciniak's assistants will be his compatriots Tomasz Liskiewicz and Adam Kupczyk. The fourth official is Paweł Raczkowski, also from Poland. The VAR referees are the Dutchman Dennis Higler and Paul van Boekel, assistant video assistant referee. Marciniak has officiated 9 Inter matches in his career, and the Nerazzurri have won only twice, drawn 3 times and suffered 4 defeats. The last time Marciniak officiated an Inter game was in 2024, when the Nerazzurri were eliminated on penalties by Atletico Madrid in the Champions League round of 16. The Polish official was also the referee of the 2023 Champions League final, which Inter lost 1-0 against Manchester City. The 44-year-old official has already taken charge of 2 games between Inter and Barcelona. A 1-1 draw at San Siro in the Champions League group phase in 2018-19 and a 3-3 draw at Nou Camp in 2022-23, also in the Champions League group phase. Inter Milan captain giving everything to make improbable return to fitness for Champions League showdown versus Barcelona. This according to today's print edition of Milan-based newspaper Gazzetta dello Sport, via FC Internews. They report that the Argentine is training individually today. The most significant fitness doubt for Inter Milan ahead of Tuesday's Champions League semi-final second leg against Barcelona concerns Lautaro Martinez. The Argentine started in the first leg this past Wednesday. However, he had to come off at halftime due to a thigh problem. Subsequent medical tests confirmed that Martinez had not suffered a serious muscle injury. Rather, he had sustained an elongation to the flexor muscles in his left thigh. That has given Inter some hope of recovering their captain for the second leg. However, the timeline is extremely tight for Martinez. Yesterday, Inter Milan assistant coach Massimiliano Ferris hinted that, at the moment, it's more no than yes for Martinez to return for the second leg against Barcelona. Those comments came after a day in which Martinez did not train. Rather, the Argentine was only able to undergo therapy on the affected muscles yesterday. However, Martinez is using today to try and get back to work. The 27-year-old is not yet back in full training with his teammates, but he is back on the pitch. Martinez is very much racing against time to get back to fitness in time for the match against Barcelona. Considering that the Argentine is Inter's captain and Tuesday's match could define the Nerazzurri's season, missing out is the last thing that he would want. That does not mean that there is any guarantee that Martinez will be available, There are only a couple days in which to regain fitness for the Inter captain. However, Inter assistant coach Massimiliano Ferris commented that Martinez would try to do the impossible. And according to the Gazzetta, over the next day or two, the Argentine will give absolutely everything to be ready for Tuesday. Seeing you on next video.